What's up, guys? It's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming, and we're back with some more Lego City Undercover! That's right, we've got Fort Meadows FREE ROAM for you. This is going to be one of the last couple of free roam videos. As you know, we are officially in the home stretch. As of this video, including it that is, we have 4 total videos for the free roam, and that should get us all the collectibles. And we just have lots of purchasing and yeah, things to do. So hey, here we are again in front of the old police station. We're gonna go ahead and draw your attention to some red brickage. That's right, as you know, we always show you that we highly recommend having this super color gun as well as the unlimited dynamite. Red bricks both turned on, but in this case we're also gonna show you that we highly recommend the super fast travel red brick as well. Now what that does is allows you to select any of the open train station icons and lets you travel to them quickly without having to go to another train station. So here we are taking a quick look at Fort Meadows. You can see, wait a minute, we already have a vehicle token and a gold brick. What? Well, as it turns out, we actually got some of that stuff in the story, but we're going to show you where that is in this video, just in case you haven't made it that far in the story yet. Now, that being said, if you haven't made it that far, what are you doing? You probably don't have the needed characters or the abilities in order to make all of this happen, so you should probably go finish that first. But to start things off for us, assuming that you do have everything you need, we're going to go ahead and target a super brick build and spawn a vehicle with our instant vehicle red brick. Now, if you don't have the instant vehicle red brick, that's okay. Just simply make your way over to the main roads, which are right down below us here, and we'll go ahead and have you take a unsuspecting vehicle from, I don't know, from its owner, I guess. But, all right, here we go. We're following the old sat-nav stud trail, or ghost studs, as we like to call them, and it's taking us up, and away. Now, I don't know why on that particular corner, going up around that corner, it's so slow, but it just, the frame rate and everything drops, and even when it speeds up, it's still going slow. But right around the corner, though, we have officially made it into Fort Meadows, and we're going to go ahead and take on our first task, which is building a call-in point. Now, you drove by this earlier in the story mode. There's a good chance that you built this one as well, but we did not. We saved it for now, but look at that. We get the Torsion vehicle token as well as a gold brick. And hey, if you have not already, if you're new, I encourage you to click that subscribe button down below so we can go ahead and put any of our new content right in front of your oculars. That's right in front of your eyes. Woo! Got a little button happy there as I came into a nice power slide stop after jumping across the bridge there into this castle area. Now, again, we've been here once before. That's how we unlocked the free run, and it kind of threw me for a loop during the story because I'm like, wait a minute, we've already unlocked the free run, not knowing that there was lots of those scattered throughout the areas. But back up top in the middle of this castle, you can see that we've grown some flowerage up the side there, some vinage. We're going to climb that up until we get to the old shimmy point, shimmy along the way until you get to the handhelds again and make your way all the way to the top of the castle. Whew! This time we're going to pull out our axe from our Firefighter edition of Chase McCain, and look at that, we've got some buildable bricks that can build into a boinger, and I can't help but feel like this has something, a little homage to do with Super Mario Bros. Like, as you guys know, this game was originally intended to be only on the Wii U, and it had a lot of Nintendo elements to it that I just can't help but feel like that's the end of the level when you jump up on the castle and you grab the flag and slide down, right? I mean, that's pretty much what that seems like. So anyhow, we're going to drop down and out and go ahead and take on the free run now. Now, if you do not have this free run unlocked, that means you're not far enough in the story to actually have it. And we're going to recommend you go and complete the story first. Now, hey, look at that. 3, 2, 1, boop. We're going. Now, we took a shortcut originally to get up in there just a minute ago, but we can't do that this time as there are some tokens that we need to, you know, take a specific path to get. However, it kind of works out. This one's a really short one. This isn't the shortest free run, but it's darn near the closest. And again, we just got to make it all the way up to the top. But watch this. I have so much extra time that I totally messed this last part up, and I get to do this all over again. So now, highly recommend that you are very careful dismounting this right here at the top, because if you don't, you're going to get bounced up, and you get to relive that Mario moment all over again. So we spin to win, get that cinematic camera pan as we slide down and collect nothing this time. But look at that, we got 20 seconds left. We're going to go ahead and try it and see if we can make it up there. And because I've got quick and nimble fingers, or happy thumbs in this case, we can go ahead and use the jetpack to get up, and away. And look at that, this time I'm a little more careful when we get up here. And booyaka show! 5 seconds to spare, even though we had to repeat that. And we'll go ahead and collect a character token for the vampire, as well as a gold brick. Now, all right, so 3rd time's the charm. We have to climb back up inside this castle once again. And that's because we got to get this character token. This one is for the Highland Battler. Now, we have 3 wheelbarrows that need to be painted scattered throughout this whole Fort Meadows area, and we're going to go ahead and knock them all out now. Now, traditionally, we would get just a quick link and put it there and scatter them throughout, but we're going to go ahead and get all 3 of these right now so you don't have to jump back and forth and all of that. So inside, down on the ground floor there, tucked away is a silver wheelbarrow. Go ahead and use the super color gun, red brick, and Rex to go ahead and paint that, and then we'll target the next one, which is down here in the southwest corner, right in the very tip of it, actually. Look at that. We drop down and out, and luckily for us, our vehicle is still here. Now, I have to be honest, out of all the gameplay we've had so far, most of those cars disappear, whether it's a innocent bystander that goes, oh, look, there's a car, I'm going to take it, or whether it just disappears, or whether we complete a vehicle arrested or vehicle robbery mission, and then they take them away from us too. So we're used to just not having vehicles, but luckily for me, even if it took it, I have that instant vehicle red brick that we can go ahead and spawn those. Now, for me, I'm just following my ghost stud trail here all the way down into this giant farmer field, and down in the corner next to this old shack here, we've got another silver wheelbarrow. We'll go ahead and show you on the map right quick where it is, and we'll paint it blue. That's right, it's Reese's favorite color. I don't know if you knew that or not, but look, I take a quick peek inside there, and there is certainly a super brick, but yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll come back for that at a later date. Next up, we got another one up on the high left corner. So this one's in the northwest corner, and this is going to be where all the farming activity is. You probably remember where all the pigs get dropped off. That's actually right where we're headed. It's right in front of that little, what do they call that? The old pig pen. That's right. So go ahead and, oh, watch this. Watch me getting a jump on. Woohoo! Oh, a nice little power break. Jump slide over the fence, and in we go. And last but not least, we've got another one of these paint jobbies to go ahead and get done. Look at that. Paint it blue, and woo to the who. Guess what? The Highland Battler character token will spawn, and it's right there. Conveniently, we knew where it was going to spawn, and we got it in the right order, so we didn't have to do any double tracking or double backing or backtracking or however you want to call it. But we'll go ahead and show you real quick. Collect that token, and booyakashow. Now, we've added the collect token time quick links down below in the video description in the event that it might not be right where you got the last collectible. So, yeah. Hopefully that doesn't confuse you too much. But hey, right next to where that character token was, we seen a barbecue out of control. So we pulled out that watering can, man, and we went ahead and sprayed it down. Now, we got Farmer Joe out here, and we have another watering can, a different type. In fact, we had the fire extinguisher watering can. Now we got to get the old actual watering can out, and that's because we've got some flowers to do some watering too. And look at that, they're hiding behind this big barn. So we'll go ahead and sneak our way back there. It's right behind the old pig pen. And that's right. I hate that snap. That map always snaps to the icons, which I wish there was a third option. You can either choose kind of like the actual monuments of the areas, or you can choose like the collectibles that are left in the areas when you're looking at the map. I wish there was one where you didn't have to see either of them. You could just look at the map. That would be awesome. At the same time, though, it's helpful that we get to see those collectibles. And, all right, next up in the northwest corner, up in the tippy top, we're going to find the first of 3 hay bales that need to be painted. So, hey, that's right, we got to find 2 more of them, and it's going to be pretty easy. We're actually going to head along this back wall here. Now, we're looking at it, and it's on our right, and we're running down it, but it's actually the west wall of the area. And we're going to come along to this other little horse shack here, and look at that, right behind it on the back side. It's the only other building in this big farm area on the left side or west side of the map. You're going to find the second hay bale right behind there. So last but not least, we got to find the third one, and it's going to be up in this open area, kind of by where we got one of those other collectibles, those wheelbarrows. It's going to be over to the left, a little bit more further. Come on, Brian, to the left. To the left, that's right. All right, here we go, up top. There we go, I can see it already. It's right below that big tree. And we're going to go ahead and get our paint on. That's right. Hey, found one more. And we'll go ahead and target it and color it yellow. That's right, we're going to give it the old Happy Thumbs treatment. And booyakashow. All right, next up, as you guys know, we just got 3 collectibles, which means there's going to be a character token spawning somewhere. And luckily for us, it's not too far away. It's actually going to be right out in the field behind us. So we'll go ahead and collect the whole Stinky Fletcher. Now, I am super glad that my name is not Stinky Fletcher, because that is a terrible name to have. I have a friend who is a farmer, and his name is Bill, and we got a Farmer Bill token, which was pretty awesome. But, yeah, I'm glad Stinky Fletcher is not that. Like, hey, if I ever get my own Lego character, I just hope it doesn't have, like, Stinky Brian or something attached to it. You know what I mean? That'd be terrible. All right, hey, we've been hard at work. Let's go ahead and take a nice little coffee break right below where we got that character token. Out in the middle of this field, in between kind of the Y shape in the roads there, we're going to find a coffee break stand here. So go ahead and pull out that coffee cup, and I'm sure it says World's Greatest Dad on it. At least that's what mine says. And look at that. We've got it officially in our rear view. We only have 3 more coffee breaks to take. And I'm not going to say whether or not we have another one in this particular one or not, but we might. We might. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so, yeah. Next up, what do we got? We've got to go get the character token for B. Heckerson. So now, as it turns out, there are 3 hay bales that are yellow that need to be smashed and rebuilt into scarecrows. Now, you're press scratching your head going, wait a minute, Brian. Your on-screen notation says 1 of 3, but that just said 2 of 3. Don't worry, we got you covered. As it turns out, we accidentally got one of these and built them up in our story mode, and it's actually right below the coffee break. So you probably saw it there. You can see it right now. Now, I shot it down, and I probably shouldn't have done that. However, there should be a hay bale there for you if you've not already built it up. So go ahead and smash that hay bale and build it up into number 2, and now we're officially caught up. You've got 2, we've got 2. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to go find the 3rd one. Duh. But first, we're going to go ahead and check out this little hay spot in the back here. We're going to jump up and get our slide on, but oh no! What's that 3rd step? It's a doozy. I totally missed it, and let's see here if I can make it happen on my 2nd time. Look at me. I'm not sure what's going on here. We're going to go ahead and chalk it up as user error, but at the same time, you know, I'd like to point the finger at that may be some sort of an issue within the game controls. But that being said, moving along, we went ahead and slid our way down to a large super brick, and we've got over 415,000 of those left, so we should have plenty for the rest of the super brick builds. And hey, speaking of builds, we got another hay bale just south of that the left building in the farm area there, and we can see we can smash it and build it up into the 3rd scarecrow. And look at that. It spawned us a character token for old B. Heckerson. And let's see here. Hopefully she be right where she's supposed to be. Oh, I don't know if that was punny or not, but I tried. So go ahead and make your way back out into the middle of the field, kind of right by the coffee break again, right in the middle of that Y, upper bowl area of the Y anyways, of the roads there, looking at the map. If that doesn't make any sense, look at the map again, and you'll see there's 2 roads that split off into a Y, and we're right in the middle of those. Why? Well, you'd have to ask the developers that. All right, enough of my not-so-punny jokes. Next up, we got a time trial. Yeah, you may have noticed that there is this giant blue tractor in the back here with a big halo around it. We're going to go ahead and hop on inside and get our drive on. That's right, we got to make our way all the way around the town in this farmer... I don't know. I guess I didn't have anything. I was going to say Farmer Brown, but it doesn't make any sense because it's blue. So, all right, you know the drill. We got to follow all these halos in a limited amount of time. Each time we go through one of the halos, we get a little bit of extra time. And I highly recommend only using your boostage when you're in a straight line. As you can see, I was getting really squirrely trying to make turns and boosting, and it's just not worth it. You just get too out of control, and you'll most likely have to replay this mission again. Now, we get down on the beach, and things get squirrely, and then I lose my momentum, and they get even squirrelier. Look at this. I'm thinking, oh, no, I'm not going to make it. I'm a terrible driver, and I'm going to have to redo this. But as it turns out, I got enough in the tank to get up to the top. And look at that. We got the next halo, and on to the next we go. All right, so I'm still out of control again. If you're finding yourself bouncing and booming into spots that you don't want to be, then make sure that you let off the old boost. And again, try to only use it in straight lines here. Don't worry about boosting over the big jumps because those actually auto boost for you. So no big deal there. But as soon as you land, you got to bust a U-turn and turn around and go behind the old gas station. And traffic doesn't help, obviously, as they were bumping and slamming into me, knocking me this way, that way. But all right, we're all the way around. Down around we go, back up the hill, and wait for it, wait for it. We got a finish line coming in soon. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right, there's the old sawmill. We'll be back down there soon enough. Ooh, and that was tricky there, too. Look how skinny that road is. Back up over the top by the castle. Woo, to the hoo. And as soon as we land on that second jump, we got to hit a hard turn and turn around. Look at that. A little pinpoint turn. Back around we go, and we're headed right back to where we started. I can feel the finish line coming. And, all right, watch out for the old dump truck. Oh, it's a cement mixer. And I tried to go around him thinking he would pull forward as I passed him, but nope. He just made a big old roadblock. Down we go, and I don't know why I gave us a caw sound. We finished in the old pig pen, so I guess I should have oinked it. But anyhow, we got the time trial complete. We got our next vehicle token, which happens to be the old Armadillo, which happens to be that blue tractor, just in case you weren't sure. And, of course, we got a gold brick, and you know how much we love gold. All right, next up, we've got ourselves a gang that needs to be arrested. They are plotting some shenanigans, and we're going to go ahead and listen in real quick, and then go ahead and try to stop their plans. Now, this one, these guys spawn quite a distance away from us. In fact, we just drove by the old sawmill during that time trial, and we actually have to make our way all the way over there. Now, if you're confused on where the sawmill is, just give me a second here, pause your game, and wait till we get there. I actually show you on the map once we arrive where it is. So after this really long sequence, which again I wish they would allow us to skip, as it is extremely loud and ear-piercing and does not really give us a whole bunch of information. Like, we know they're up to no good, we know they're going to a location. Beyond that, that's just bells and whistles, right? I mean, it's just extra stuff for the funds. Now, I was going to go ahead and steal a vehicle, but unfortunately none of them were nearby when I got to the road, so I went ahead and spawned my own, and I'm still not 100% sure if it stops the timer when you're in that vehicle spawn screen or not, so you might be careful with that, because you might end up wasting a whole bunch of time. Now, I took a wrong turn. I should have taken a right turn back in Albuquerque, but I busted a left, and I made it to the bottom. But hey, check it out. I actually made it to the sawmill, and I can see that purple halo off in the distance. But this certainly was not the most efficient route, which is why I'm going to go ahead and pull up the map right quick and show you where this is. All right, there it is. It's just southeast of the old sawmill on the back road, just north of the old gas station. All right, so these guys are totally set. They think they are after aliens, and as it turns out, nope, it's just me. Rex. That's right. All right, we got Bearded Wonder going after us first. We're going to go ahead and do a counter move, cuff and stuff him. Next up, we got Hipster and Hipster 2. All right. Oh, we got Caveman in the back doing the old neener. Give him the old belly bounce, toss him down. Oh, we're going to pick him. Oh, he got free. He got free of our Kung Fu grip. I can't believe that. Next up, Cuff and Stuff. Oh, we got old Caveman again. Oh, take that, buddy. Right into the wall. Pow, right in the kisser. And check this out. This has not happened to me before. Look at him burning out. See his little rooster tails off in the distance? That is crazy awesome. And, yeah, I was a little concerned here because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get this guy. Now, he is stuck. I hope this doesn't happen to you. And if it does, and you don't have any luck with what I am doing here, you can certainly retry the event by going to your start menu and using that. So, because there's an option there. It says, like, retry event or mission or something like that. So, anyhow, I end up getting really lucky. I use the grappler gun, and when he's down, I'm able to cuff him. So, that worked for me. Hopefully, it'll work for you. Look at that. We only have one more gang to arrest. Our gang activity has almost been completely removed from our areas of Lego City, and that would be pretty awesome. Gang-free Lego City. Until Lego City 2. That'd be pretty cool. I haven't heard anything on that yet, but I certainly would not be against them doing another Lego City Undercover game. All right. Hey, along our journeys with the time trial and to get over there to the gang arrested, we actually passed the old Rooster character token not once, but twice. And I'm actually watching that Netflix show called The Ranch right now, and one of the main characters is the Rooster. So I was hoping that we were going to find another character token called Colt. And then I thought maybe, just maybe, somehow that would be homage to it, even though this game came out long before that series, I believe, was even created. But all right, making our way back down to the sawmill, we found a tree with a couple of handhelds. And, of course, we're going to jump up on them because we know we got some super brickage. Once we get that super brick, we're going to drop on top of the old sawmill. And look at that. On the very tippy top, we got Farm Worker Bob. Now, I mentioned Farm Worker Bill earlier, but we got his brother Bob now, too. So we're still on the lookout for old Bill. We'll find him soon enough, I'm sure. Right down below, inside the sawmill, we're going to find this fuse panel on the fritz. So pull it out. That's right. It's hammer time. We're going to go ahead and bust it open and step on that pressure-sensitive switch, which then activates all these shaky tile bits on the ground, which we're going to get our drill on. That's right. This one is really actually long. And if you do not have the super drill, what is it, super driller red brick, I think is what it's called, you might be in for a test here, because there's a lot. There's 35 and they're scattered all over. There's a couple that are kind of off the edge of the screen, so it makes them hard to see. Kind of a funny angle, as I like to say. But as it turns out, I got really lucky, and although I thought I missed one up top, I actually get them all. So make sure if there's any question if you got one or not, maybe double back over it just to make sure you got it. Once you get all 35, it's going to go ahead and reward you with a good brick. And all right, next up, we're going to go ahead and get our crowbar open this little locker here, which I thought maybe there'd be a super brick in, but nope, just some studdage. Now, there's a few more of those scattered around. There may be just studs in them, but you might check if you're low on super brickage, because there may be a super brick or two in there as well. Now, just to the southwest of the old sawmill, we're going to find a big tree. And on the back side of the tree, there's another coffee break. So, whew, I know that my voice and lungs could certainly use a break of its own, but we'll go ahead and save that for when this is all over. Look at that. I keep saying we're in the home stretch, but every time we get one of these collectibles or complete one of these little missions or tasks, we see that we are getting super close. We only have 2 more coffee breaks to take, and that's kind of a bummer. I'm kind of lazy, so I feel like if there was a lot of anything left, it would be those, and I would be totally okay with that. But unfortunately, I think the most that we have to get right now is character tokens, so that's not very fortunate. All right, we have made our way down around to kind of the southeast corner of the area, right above the old gas station. There's this giant rock formation, and on the front side of it, we actually find some silver bricks. And in front of those silver bricks, you saw there was the brown barrel, which we slam dunked some dynamite in. Now, if you don't have the unlimited dynamite brick, shame on you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to throw shame on you. But, hey, there is a dynamite dispenser back over at the old gas station back there. So, and there's also some inside here. Once you get inside here, there's that little Blues Clues spot back there at the beginning. That also leads to some dynamite. Now, this is not really relevant. You don't need to blast this dynamite in the back, but I do find that it's easy to get in and out of here once you bust that. But, hey, for this rock formation inside by the back wall is going to reveal the cave woman. So, yeah, insert caveman sounds now. I would do it, but it would sound really weird and probably awkward and probably inappropriate. So, trying to keep things family friendly here, we'll go ahead and make our way back into the cave where we already came by. So, we already walked by this just a minute ago, and as it turns out, there is a boulder to destroy inside there. So, we'll go ahead and take that out and collect our gold brick. Now, on top of that, we also have another set of black or dark gray bricks inside this cave, and we're going to go ahead and take the pickaxe to them and reveal a red brick. Now, you may have smashed these on the way in and already collected them, and if you did, good for you! And last but not least, we've got, we got a spice crate, and of course, we've got the silver bricks here and that Blues Clues spot that I was talking about. So, if you're in need of dynamite and you don't want to run back over to the dynamite dispenser over by the gas station, feel free to use that spot. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and use our Super Astro Crate red brick to go ahead and solve that spice crate really quick and reveal the alien who takes off, and he's no match for our stunner. That's right, we set the old phasers to stun, took him down, and next we're going to go ahead and get all close. Now keep in mind, you don't want to shoot him once you catch up to him, you just want to use the old circle or B button, depending on which one it is for you, to go ahead and tackle him when you get close enough, and we'll go ahead and capture him. Look at that, we only have 2 more aliens to capture as well, so woo to the who. Now we've officially got that cave all wrapped up, nothing left in there to take on. Now we could have gone to the gas station as it was right there, but we actually saved that for the last of the last. So we're gonna go up to this cabin-like area up above here, and we're gonna check out a few things. Now there's a whole slew of character tokens, and there's even a super brick build and a cat that needs rescuing too. So we got lots to do up in this little series of cabins, and we marked them on the map there for you, and we're gonna go ahead and trudge our way up the side of the hill because we don't like to do things the easy way, we go the hard way. So look at that, we're all the way up to the top, and first things first, the first house is actually going to have a crowbar spot. So pull out your old crowbar and get your caca on and rip it open. And inside, you're going to find old Dougy Dungarees. You know, Dougy Fresh, our guide writer, has officially got a new name. Hopefully, I can convince him into growing some big old chops there, little sideburns that you saw on the character token there. That'd be awesome. And Dougy Dungarees. All right, next up, we're going to make our way down to a couple more of these cabins here, and you might notice that there's a tightrope that we can make our way all the way down to a chicken wing ring and another character token. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and build up this super brick build. That's right, we got this mega awesome tree fort that, it's more of a log cabin. It would be cool if it was a tree house, because it'd be way up there. And, you know, we've already mentioned, I'm sure, in other videos that we're a big fan of Treehouse Masters. That show is awesome. We always dream about having, you know, our own tree house. Built by Steve. I think that's his name. It's been a while since I've watched it. Anyhow, we go ahead and we build that bad boy up. We get ourselves a gold brick for doing so, and it also gives us access to 2 more collectibles. One is going to be up on the rooftop there. You can see we've got a little watering can spot here, so we'll water that to get up top. Truth be told, you only need the old jetpack from the old astronaut, but we won't ruin that for you. We do have a door here that needs some crowbar in those. We'll go ahead and rip that open, and inside we're actually going to get the Lumberjack character token. Now that character token, he seemed to have like a trucker hat on. I don't know, lumberjacks often wear trucker hats. Maybe, I don't know. The trucker hats are a big thing. They've been a thing for a while, so who knows? I guess I won't hold them accountable for it. But we'll go ahead and look at that. We had to do a little sliding down the rope there to get out to this, well, this little branch. And on the branch, we find the little spot for the kitty cat, and we go ahead and pull out our anchovies and save Emmett yet again. Now, this is a little tricky here. Trying to get back without having to go all the way down and back up, it's kind of a pain because it somehow, like, sucks you on like a tractor beam down to that tightrope there, and I had a heck of a time getting away, but I eventually get away. And next up, what do we got here? What do we got? We got another door that needs to be ripped open. This one is in need of an axe, not a crowbar. So we'll go ahead and pull out our Fire edition of Chase McCain. Oh, look at that inside. We got Buddy Weingartner. So, yeah, what's up, buddy? Nice to meet you, buddy. And next up, we've got another rooftop-defying act. This one is going to require a little bit of tight roping. So pull out your old tight pants and get your tight pants Joey on. That's right. Do a little tight pants, tight walking. Get out here, and look at that. It's farm worker Bill. I already given him a shout-out. And shout-out to my friend who is a farm worker, and his name is Bill. What's up, Bill? I doubt you're watching this, but hey, just in case young Billy watches it, what's up, Billy? And of course, can't forget old Coley, and got to give a shout out to old Lonzo too. What's up, guys? Anyhow, Lonzy. I doubt Lonzo watches these, but hey, if he does, what's up, family? Anyhow, moving along now, enough of my personal shout-outs. We got to go back up to this other rooftop where we got this chicken wing ring. We're going to go ahead and activate that with our Farmer Joe, or Farmer Bill is what I should call him. But we're going to ride that all the way out there, and as you can see, there is a super brick build and a silver statue to destroy. So a couple of things. Now, you know, this is cool, but there's a lot of room for error here. All it takes is a simple twitch of the thumb, and you plummet to your doom. And that's not good. So, you know, hey, in future reference, if you do make a Lego City Undercover 2, let's not have really long chicken wing rings. All right? That wasn't too bad. There was a couple of them in some previous areas that just went on forever. But that's not the case this time. So, hey, check it out. We're going to go ahead and slam dunk some dynamite, as we do have the unlimited dynamite red brick still turned on. And if you don't, you're going to want to grab some from down below over at the police station, which isn't far from here. It's just down the road. Little jaunt. And look at that. We got 399. Is that what that said? We are almost to the 400 mark, which is super sweet. And look at this. We got a super brick build right here, which is going to yield us another token. Now, if you're using the quick link to get here, I give you a quick peek and look over at those houses up on the hillside there, as that's where the chicken wing ring is that helps you get up here. And once we build this up, look at that. It's a crash pad mat, and we've got that, and a whole bunch of studdage comes out. Blech. And, ooh, we've still got quite a few super brick builds left, but we do pick up another vehicle token. This one happens to be the Slicker. And, oh, to the yeah, we officially have 400 gold bricks, ladies and gents. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Next up, we got another super brick build, which is going to give us another one, but this is kind of a double whammy, as soon as we build the old super brick build here, it also gives us the train station activation. So, one task gets you 2 gold bricks, which is pretty sweet. So it also yields a handful of super bricks and a character token as well. So this is definitely a worthwhile super brick build here. You can see the train station activation is right there on the little ledge of the walkway or the ramps there, and a bunch of studdage. Make sure you clean up that. Look at that, I have 16 billion studs, and oh to the yeah, as promised, the train station is activated. We're gonna go ahead and get that gold brick as well. So woo to the hoo, double whammy. All right, next up, we've got this character token inside this little, I don't know what it is, little metro station thing here. I was a little confused. I was like, do I break this open? Do I shoot it open? What? You just stand in front of it. It's like, you know, going to the local supermarket. And inside, you'll find train driver Bob. What's up there, Bob? All right, so moving along, as we promised already, we're going to go ahead and take on the old gas station next. That's going to be pretty much the end of this area for us. But we found a couple of super bricks here, and we found that the quick and easy way to get up in there. Instead of using the old grappler, we just use the jetpack to get up in there. Next up, though, we got a Disquise Booth. It's actually right next to the old gas station, and you probably saw this already, and who knows, maybe you already smashed and built it up. But if not, we're going to go ahead and do that, and rightfully so. It's going to give us a character token for the gas station manager, as well as a gold brick. And, hey, there's that dynamite dispenser that I mentioned earlier when we were blowing the walls up in that cave just behind us over there. All right, next up, we've got to get our smash on. That's right, we got an ATM that needs to be smasheroonied. So just to the left of the Disquise booth, or just to the right of the police station, depending on how you're looking at things, you're going to find this ATM in the back corner. Go ahead and switch on over to Rex and get the smash on. All right, now this one was kind of tricky. Now, well, first off, hey, hold on. Let's slow down first. First off, we want to make sure you know where the super brick build is. There is a vehicle call-in point just to the left of the gas station that also gives you the vehicle token for the trooper and a gold brick, which are possibly the 2 items that you might be missing if you have not completed the story yet. So make sure you do that. If not, we got you covered. They're right there. Take them out now. Right next to that, though, there's this giant sign, and there's like this little, I don't know what it is, it looks like a tire pressure gauge or something. Bust that open and build up into the handhelds, and look at that. We get all the way to the very top of this big billboard there, and it wants you to use the chicken wing ring, but I am here to defy all the rules, and I use the old jetpack. And I did that because we're just going to switch right back and define this district as ours. That's right. We call dibs. It's ours. And we got that gold brick. And it also takes us right back to the pig who needs returns. That's right. It's another episode of Pigs in Space. Oh, poor little pig ankles. This guy, he is quite the journey. We actually have to take him all the way back to the pig pen. Now, there is a launcher over at the castle, which is kind of on the opposite side. So I guess the developers made a choice. Do we want to have them launch it in the launcher, or do we want them to have them go basically the same distance and just take them to the pig pen? And in this case, they chose the pig pen, so pig pen for the win! Yeah, that's a t-shirt. That's right. I should make a t-shirt out of that. Pig pen for the win. Anyhow, maybe not. Let me know down below what you think. Is that funny or not? I can't tell. All right, we get a couple of jumps over the old ramps there, over the fences, into the pig pen we go, and look at that. How many do we got left? I don't think there's very many. It'll tell us here in a second. Pigs return, 19. Oh, we got 2 more is all, so woo to the who. Guess what, boys and girls? Fort Meadows is officially wrapped up. If you've been following along, we've wrapped it up. We got everything there is to offer here. And you can see we've got all of the main icons accounted for, and we're going to give you the secondaries too. And look, they are all there. Now, before we go, we want to give you a quick peek at our overall progress. So we'll hit the old start button real quick anytime. Now, Brian, there we go. 61.3%. And oh my goodness, our numbers are looking good. But that's going to wrap it up for Lego City Undercover Fort Meadows Free Roam. Head on over to any of our social pages. Of course, if you have not already, check out our HappyThumbsGaming.com website, as there's lots of things there, including trophy achievement guides and much more. As for me, though, that's going to do it. As always, until next time.